Hello, Mbadi Gambian Call. This is Paul. I'm just coming up with a short video concerning a lot of stuff that we Africans people go to outside. Just because if you see that people are not I'm not saying that okay, people are like pick up on outside, but near the African, you are not respected outside because the perception that where we come from is corrupt, it's not developed, and some of it is true. Some of it might be just a perception, but that perception is a manifestation or it's true. Near more more disrespect outside. Why? Because if I follow I told born and damn in fame and all at natural be another. Even though some of us are here for education, but eventually end up staying. But in the generality, it's true. Corruption or Sierra and Dolia, Babak, Atambida Lefa. Yet a banking institution, instead of you are the first one to be in that bank, they will call somebody that they know. It's like nepotism or nepotism. You know somebody, you call that person in front, even though somebody was there before that person. Stuff like that. That's what is holding us behind. Development. Okay, doko di mola mbia alonko. Okay, isa amari be doko kela at a required time. Ye mo higher bisama, aina bisama, ne kodo dia like disappear. Ita la kodo jela. What kind of society system we have? What kind of system is that? We need to stamp those out. Police need to be very, very serious in prosecuting people who are scams. Somebody say, okay, I'm selling a land to you. Tomorrow, you realize that when you buy that land, 4 or 5 people have already paid for that land. And your money is not coming out. Or you want a document. It will take you 3-4 months to get a document for a business. So we need to be serious about development. Since independent, as I said, that little country, Gambia is not big. It's from Banjul to Brikama. That's where the majority of the population is. The rest, you just build a highway, they'll be fine with it. Near the need development in Gambia, whereby businesses are not inflating prices just to get rich. Government employees are not, some of them are not, enriching themselves, So that so please, we're gonna call a spade, All of us love that country, but the people that are leading us, some of them are possessed by demonic entities. That's why they are corrupt. Okay, the president is in charge, yes, but there are individual people that are in charge of their departments. So if you are corrupt, you can't say, okay, it's Adama Barrow who is corrupt. You are the one who is corrupt. It's not the president. Where is individual personal responsibility? I'll turn you for man. Where is individual personal responsibility? So please, Gambia, we need to be serious, man. Tibabul, they are not going to give us funds forever and ever. Up for how long? Stay, Allah Baraka. Subscribe to my channel. As I come up with different stuff, I don't possess to know everything, but the little that I know, I can share it.